I'm Nina, and welcome to Lesson 6 of our Learn to Knit a Sweater class. In this lesson, we're going to be discussing how to join the sleeves and the body of the sweater to make the yoke. We'll discuss how to work the yoke shaping, and we'll discuss how to incorporate that with the neckline shaping that we talked about last week, which hopefully you decided on already. Our first step, since the body and sleeves of our sweater are done, our first step is to unite them onto one long circular needle. I've already done this with my piece, so I'm going to be able to show you how it works, and you can get an idea of how it will look when you're done with it. This is one of the situations where I really like having interchangeable needles, because since each one of my pieces was resting on one of our cords, I was able to just screw on the tips and knit from whichever cord I needed to when I was uniting them. So our first step in uniting the sleeves and the body is to calculate the number of underarm stitches. So the way that you do that is take the number of stitches in the body. I don't remember what mine was. I think it was like 164 or 162, and multiply it by 0.05, which you'll see as the first step on your worksheet. So total number of body stitches times 0.05, and that'll almost certainly give you a fractional number. And you want to round that up to the nearest even number. For larger sizes, I think that 0.06 or 0.07 can be used instead. You still want to round up to the nearest number, and this will give you basically the right number of stitches for your underarm. It's not a very precise part of the body, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Once you have calculated the number of underarm stitches, then we're ready to join everything into one piece. Your body should be divided so that you have the first half of the round marked and the second half of the round marked. And you'll actually start with a sleeve. What you'll do is you'll take some smooth waste yarn. You will put the first half of the underarm stitches. So since I have 8, that means I'm putting 4 stitches onto the waste yarn. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I will knit around the rest of my sleeve stitches until I have only 4 left, and then I will put those on the waste yarn as well. So now I have 8 stitches on waste yarn, and the rest of my sleeve stitches have been knit. Now I'll go to the body. At the beginning of the round, I'll put the first 4 stitches on waste yarn. And remember, if your underarm measurement is different, then this number will be different. So if you have 12 underarm stitches, this will be 6. If you have 18, it'll be 9, and so on. And then I work all the way across the first half of the body stitches until I am 4 stitches away from the halfway point. And then I'll put those on waste yarn, take out my marker and put the next 4 on waste yarn just to get ahead of myself and fasten it down. Now I go to the next sleeve. Again, first 4 stitches go on waste yarn. Then I work across the rest of the sleeve stitches until I'm 4 from the end, and then put those on waste yarn. I'll place another marker, and this will show me which are my sleeve stitches and which are my body stitches. And then I will work across the back of the body. This is going to be the back of my sweater until I am 4 stitches from the end. And again, put those 4 stitches on the same waste yarn as the first 4 were. So now I've got 8 there. And I placed my row counter. This is the beginning of my round. I've now knit all of the stitches, and as you can see, everything is on the same circular needle, and it's really starting to look like a sweater already, doesn't it? It's pretty exciting stuff. So now we're going to set this aside and do some calculations. I actually went ahead and did mine in advance this time, so you don't have to watch me punch the calculator, but I filled it in so that you can see where yours are going to go. And of course, we'll always be able to answer questions in the comments.